Hey guys, welcome back to Bungo's Custom Bikes. Today is a special day because we are delivering the XS1100. Let's check it out. So, y'all know I wouldn't deliver a bike without at least showing it to you first. You've seen a lot of this on the channel. From the very beginning, our very first video was fabricating the frame. And now we're delivering it to its owner. So he's a fellow firefighter, contacted me last year, had this bike for a long time. He's ridden it, his kids have ridden it. Sorry, it's real hot out here. And he wants to keep passing it down. Well, about 10 years ago, I believe, it caught on fire. And he hadn't done anything with it since then. So I got it, we fixed it up, we painted it, redesigned it, and now we're gonna give it back to him. So before we do that, let's take a look at what we did. So going with our tradition of tip to butt, we'll start at the front. So it's the same stock suspension, stock fork. It got painted, we put the boots on it, and we added these dual headlights rather than the single headlight. I thought that kind of gave it a nice kind of retro look. I chopped the front fender to make it a little bit of a shorter fender, and of course some updated electronics. We'll get around to a different view of those, and some mini ape hanger handlebars. So I'll come around to the front of those too. So looking at the controls, we just kind of got some basic, control levers, clutch lever, same thing on the other side, kill switch, start button. New upgraded tachometer and, sorry about the sun, speedometer. It's a stock ignition. I just kind of got a new one. So as you can see, you turn the ignition on, your speedometer comes up. It's telling us that, of course, the oil warning light's on. It's got the neutral safety light, the high beams, and then the turn indicator. And then the tachometer, as soon as you turn the kill switch on, the tachometer comes up. So there's your electronics. Of course, I did a video on the electronics. They're all living underneath the fuel tank. So the fuel tank is the stock tank. It got a lot of cleaning because it was real rusty from the fire. It got this beautiful blue pearl, and then the black got a black pearl with kind of some blue pearl flakes in it. Everything else is black. He wanted it blacked out, so we blacked out the engine, blacked out the side panels. Let me get back down, I'll show you a little more. Yeah, blacked out the engine, blacked out the side panels, black wheels, black sissy bar, everything else he wanted black. So it's kind of that black and blue mix with a little bit of chrome pop in it. The engine was in great shape. It had good compression. It turned over, so we didn't have to do any work on the engine. We did get some new carburetors because the other carburetors were just shot. So these guys rebuilt these. They got new jets to make the carburetors run a little bit better. And then going to the frame. So this bike stock is a full suspension soft tail. We went ahead and chopped that off and made it a hard tail and kind of made it that chopper style. Put the sissy bar on it with the rear fender. And we had to move the rear brake just a little bit, but it still works. Obviously, I wouldn't send a bike out without a good rear brake. New spark plug wires. I did kind of a shorty exhaust. As you can see, I kind of just did two headers coming down to one outlet pipe there. Wrapped it with just some titanium wrap just to kind of keep it with that black look. Coming around to the other side, kind of the same deal. One thing I did, so my buddy, he's really tall. He's like 6'4". And he always said that when he was going down to the mid controls, he was just so cramped up on it. So we went ahead and we put forward controls on it with shifter linkage. So in doing that, now he can shift from either the mid controls or the forward controls. And we did that on the other side with the brake lever as well. But without further ado, let's get it started and hear it. So we've got it on already. We've got the kill switch on. We'll just start her up. Helps if it's not in gear. Let's try that again. All right, let's give that another shot. So yeah, that is the 1979 Yamaha XS1100. Next, let's go bring it to my buddy. We'll see if he wants to be on camera. If not, we'll finish the video. So we just finished dropping off the XS1100, myself and Mrs. Bunga. And if you've made it this far in the video, I'm sure you're all screaming, "It's not a chopper, it's not a bobber." And you're right, it's not. It's kind of a hybrid mix of both. You know,
it's a chobber.
It's a chopper, and that's what I've called it the entire time. But my buddy, he really, really liked the bike. I'm sure you all saw in the video, he really loved the bike. And you know, that's why I do this. I really like seeing people enjoy their motorcycles. So, I appreciate y'all checking out the video. And as always, stay riding, friends.